let's delete this curve. And then let's talk a little bit about what happens if you are going to draw a little bit farther along with your shape. So if I get the pen tool and I click and drag up, and then I come to the next position and I click and drag down, then what happens to the next side if I want to keep going? Well, because I dragged down here, the next curve is going to go down. So now if I click and drag here, notice the next curve is a downwards curve, and then it's set up to come to the other side and have this curve go to the top. So if you're making a lot of S curves, let me press P to end. If you're making a lot of S curves, it's really easy because each time you're dragging to complete this side of the shape, the other side is still going in the correct direction. So that's very easy to do. But what if I needed a row of scallops where all of them are at the top? Well, what I'll need to do, I can't have a handle that goes both down, one down and one up. I need both of them to go up in order for the curve on the next side to come out going up to the top again. So let me demonstrate and show you what I mean. So if I have the pen tool and I start by making that original curve by clicking and dragging up, and then coming to the other side and clicking and dragging down. Now, if I want that to go up to the top, see how it doesn't want to go that way automatically? So what I need to do is grab that handle and pull it to the top. In order to edit that handle on the fly when I'm drawing, what I need to do is hold the Alt key. And then I can grab that handle and rotate it up to the top. When you let go of the Alt key, your pen tool is still working, and then you can click and drag to make the curve go the right direction on the other side. So what we did is we converted that handle from the bottom to the top. And there's two ways to do it. One way is to hold Alt. It always involves this little upside down V symbol. If I hold Alt, then my cursor changes to a convert tool on the fly. I'm still in the pen tool drawing. Notice nothing changed on my toolbar. I can grab this handle and I can rotate it like we did before. Let me do one more. Or the second way that I can do it is to hold the Alt key, and if I put my cursor right on top of the anchor point, now I still see my pen tool, but see the little convert symbol to the right of the pen tool? I could click and drag now and pull a new handle out of that anchor point and move that to the top. It's the same thing. Either method works. It's whatever you feel the most comfortable with in order to have that be the opposite direction for me to make this kind of a scallop appearance. So converting, one way to convert is to convert the handles so that you have the correct direction on the curve that you want to have. Let me press P. I want to show you another way to convert, and that is right now all of our handles are smooth. So we have a smooth curve or a smooth arc for each one of these sections that we have here. Another thing that we could do is maybe instead of having a curved section, we want to have a straight line in between. And in that case, what we have to do is convert from a smooth handle to a corner point. So to convert from a smooth handle to a corner point, you don't need to press anything on the keyboard. I call it Look Mom No Hands because when I do it, I'm actually not touching the keyboard. So let me show you an example. For the first curve, I'm going to start out exactly the same. I'm going to click and drag up. And then I'm going to come to this other side and click and drag down like this. Now what I want to do is chop off this bottom handle because I want to start a corner point here so that I can go straight across. And if I just come straight across and click, notice I have a little curve at the bottom. So to cut off the anchor point, now remember, I'm not pressing anything on my keyboard. All I need to do is put my pen on top of the anchor point. See the convert symbol? If I click now, watch what happens to the bottom handle. It disappeared. And now I have a anchor point that actually has two different things going on. One side is smooth and one side is a corner. If I come to this other side now, I can simply click to make my anchor point. And now I have a straight line. But what if I need my next section to be a curve? It doesn't want to let me make a curve. So what I need to do is pull out an anchor point. In order to pull out the anchor point, I need to put my pen right back on top of the anchor point until I see that convert symbol. Once I see the convert symbol, I can click my mouse and pull up. And as I click and pull, there it gives me the handle. So now I have the handle, I can go to the other side and I can click and drag down and make the curve that's going to go on the other side. Now to cut my handle off, once again, I'm going to put my pen right on top of the anchor point and simply click. When I click now, it has cut that anchor point off. I can make another straight line if I want to. And then to convert to get the handle again, I'm going to put my cursor right on top of the anchor point and then click and drag up to get the handle so that I can make the next section curved. Okay, practice that a few times because it takes a little bit of practice to get used to exactly how that works. And I highly recommend that you set up Illustrator and practice both of these curves several times until it starts to feel very natural for you.